Good morning, afternoon, evening, etc. Whenever you, everybody, welcome back, Vampire Survivors. February 3rd edition. Money. I'm loaded. Still don't have enough for the amount upgrade. I don't think I ever will. I think we're saving. I'm thinking... Ooh. Nah. To be honest, I'm saving for amount, but I also would want to get cooldown as well. Maybe luck, right? Maybe not. What are we doing today? Give me a moment. Like, for some reason, just speaking that very little made me lightheaded. Let me hydrate. Alright. Let's actually get the Imelda win because I haven't done it yet. And a part of me is like, you should really try Green Acres. It's a treat for when we actually beat the game with each character and maybe hyper modes, right? You know, maybe. Inlaid Library, regular, Imelda, go. Alright. Oh, dude, she instantly dusts the red lady? I never knew that. Alright, happy Thursday, everybody. It's kind of my quasi-Friday. I have a half day at work tomorrow, so it's really just gonna fly by. The biggest blessing of the half day is I don't have to answer any friggin' phone calls, so my life is that much easier. Also, 4 hours of work, like, really zooms by with how much I have to do. Give me a second here. My hair is friggin' me out. And get me a lightning ring. Yeah, half day. It's gonna be great. Have a half day because I am getting my braces tightened tomorrow, so that'll be less fun. I'm looking forward to not being able to eat anything fun this weekend, except like yogurt, maybe some applesauce. Who am I kidding? I'm still gonna eat something. It don't matter. All right, ebony wings. This is new. So we want to get ebony wings and pichone. There's an achievement for it. What the? Ebony wings, you're good. Pichone wishes he was you. Do they like do something crazy when they're both on the screen? I eagerly await. Alright, yeah, you still do the Pichone thing where like you shoot at nothing though, so you know. Not fully in love yet. We'll get there. We'll find this romance. There's like hotiful boyfriend here. I want to romance my purple bird. Blau. Anyway, I can make hotiful boyfriend references. I guarantee most of you won't know what I'm talking about. And that's not supposed to be a slight at anybody, because like, hotiful boyfriend isn't even my thing. I played it with a friend. And I had a good time with it, but it's like not within like the demographic of what I would play as far as like I guess a visual novel. I've played like one visual novel in my life. Hang on, let me parse that thought. Technically two, if we count the League one. If you count that as a visual novel, the Spirit Blossom event. But beyond that, I've only played one. Which one have I played? You don't need to know that. And it's not what you're thinking. It's not one of those visual... Actually, it kind of is one of those visual novels, but I don't have to admit it. You can just guess. You can use your imagination. And if you're my friends and I've told you this, you keep your mouth shut. It's not like I have a lot of shame for it. I'm just trying to make mystique for the sake of the video. Weekend, just around the corner. Looking forward to that. Just, like, sleeping. That's it. Maybe do a stream? Maybe? Like, a lot of the streamers I watch, I don't think they're going to be streaming this weekend, so that's like my window. That's my golden opportunity to stream. And why is that? Tim, are you filling the void of content to watch on twitch.tv? No, it's just like, if I don't have anything fun to watch, I may as well just stream myself. That's literally it. Ooh, Jesus. I've said it before, but like the biggest reason why I don't do a lot of streams anymore is purely because there's so much good stuff to watch. Like, Dying Light just came out. Dying Light 2, I should say. I've got Lawman on in the background right now. Like, I'm not watching him or listening to him now because I'm trying to get my recording done for the day. But, you know, we're doing that. Elden Ring's around the corner. I'll probably watch that. Probably. Because part of me, like, I'm not in a rush to play Elden Ring, right? I still need to play Dark Souls 2 and 3. I own those games. I haven't played them because I was saving it for stream value. You see the problem there, right? You see the problem wanting to save a game for stream value and then, like, you never stream? Yeah, it means a lot of these very good single-player games go unplayed. That, or maybe I can get Rod to do a co-op series with me. But he's going to be busy with Elden Ring himself, as will a lot of other gamers. So there's a good chance I'll probably watch some of it. I mean, I watched a good bit of Dark Souls before I got on my Xbox back in 2012, and like, I still had a lot of good fun with it, and a lot of stuff wasn't spoiled. Really all about how you go about it. I've never been someone that's like particular about spoilers anyway. Of course, unless I am being particular about it. If there's something I don't want to be spoiled, I'm not gonna, you know... I'm not going to consume the media. Like, here's an example. YouTubers have given me a lot of recommendations for, like these YouTubers that review these children's children's shows that were on like way back in the day. So there's like this one guy is like, hey, do you remember Hi Puffy on Mew? And I'm like, I do. I remember watching like maybe 2 episodes of that and hating it, and then it disappeared. And then like he's like raving about how good it was. I'm like, all right, buddy, I know you got to get the video out there, but it really wasn't that good. They were like a cartoon. But it was also like around the age of when I stopped watching cartoons. It was more involved in like internet stuff. But I'm glad someone's out there that can make those videos for me, because it allows me to, 1, see what I really miss out on, you know, allegedly. 2, get like a fresh opinion on what it actually is. And 3, maybe find something that I want to watch. And that has happened today. I got like 20 minutes into like this guy's YouTube video about a show called Gravity Falls. So I've learned a little bit about it. And I pretty much got to the point where it's like, all right, this is a spoiler to like warn about one of the real antagonists. But the 20 minutes this guy told me about Gravity Falls, I'm like, yeah, you know what? I think I could watch this. I think this is like a cartoon show. Again, it was just at that time when I was in college. It was in 2012, yeah. So literally when I was in college, and first year of college, I wasn't doing a lot of things outside of studying, like a Chad. Yeah, hit the library, you know, study some basic algebra. No, I wasn't taking basic algebra. Yeah, because of that, it's like, oh, okay. That's like something I didn't want to over-spoil for myself, and I'm glad I'm not, because just from the tidbits I've seen of this Gravity Falls show, it seems pretty good. I'll report back on that. And another thing that's been being recommended in my YouTube mentions is a lot of anime stuff. And this is literally because I watched like the summary video, or like again, I mentioned it before, like a meme summary video of Demon Slayer. I got a lot more of that spoiled for myself, but there's still probably like a lot of it, I think. I think that's a show that has multiple seasons, because it seems really well animated and just fun and good. Don't at me, super anime stands. I don't care like your opinion about what's trash and what's not trash. If I think something's good, I'm gonna watch it. But that's not like on the immediate list of things to watch. I'll put Demon Slayer on there for when I want to sit down and really divulge and, you know, not divulge, but dig into something. But there is an anime that I do want to watch now, because the way these people have sold it up to me as like being like a well-written characters comedically bouncing off each other is a show called Konosuba or Konosuba. He said it wrong. He said real white, Tim. Yeah, I know. It seems interesting. I got the general premise about it. It's like a quasi-satire of RPG elements, and the characters apparently bounce off each other well, and I've been told by at least 2 YouTube videos that it's genuinely funny, and I'm for that. I'm here to have a good laugh. Like, from like the bits I've seen prior to like actually watching these videos, I've known about Konosuba. It just struck me off as like one of those like, it's an RPG type anime with like swords and RPG mechanics, and like I saw like the images or like the parts that make it seem like, oh haha, very anime, like the loot stuff, and then freaking what's her face going explosion, right? That was the extent of my knowledge there. But the fact that it's actually like good humorous writing, allegedly, I'm peaked. So right there, bam, 2 shows I'm putting on the list to watch probably pretty soon. It's gonna be Gravity Falls and Konosuba, that I will totally watch legally online where available. It's probably on like Hulu Plus or something, right? The anime, not Gravity Falls. No, I don't know. I don't know where you watch these shows. My friends will give me some recommendations. I asked all my friends as well. Like, I literally popped in my Discord. I'm like, yo, I need you guys to vouch. Can you confirm if the show Konosuba and Gravity Falls is worth watching? And I already knew like one person was going to say, yo, Konosuba good, because like he literally made a D&D character of the wizard girl, which is why I knew what explosion was. What is this? It's amazing is what it is. Give me more luck. So I instantly was like, okay, obviously he's going to recommend it, but he's like, dude, both of those are good. I'm like, oh shit. And then one of my other friends chimed in. They're like, hell yeah, both. And he's like, yo, my wife was in the Discord right now on her phone. She'd say yes too. I'm like, oh fuck. And then another one chimed in. He's like, yo, Gravity Falls is good. And then he's like, also, so-and-so thinks it's good too. And I'm sold now. I'm thinking this Gravity Falls show is going to be pretty good. I'm excited. I'm excited to watch a TV show. And an anime. In 2022, the year of our Lord, who is this guy? Anime? TV? Not Twitch? Not sleep? Are you even Tim? Or are you just one of those us clones? Now, talking about spoilers, that is a movie that was spoiled for me by my friends that I didn't want to have spoiled. But again, even at that, even though it's something I wanted to see for myself, I don't get really upset over spoilers. It's really hard to like cheese me off about a spoiler. Like at this point in my life, The only thing that can be spoiled for me is like something near related that might get like newly produced or put out by Yoko Taro and like mixed in with some Okabe music. If that got spoiled to me, yes, I'm fighting you. Like IRL dueling you right now. No Max C, please. The card's broken, apparently. That's the other video that's been getting recommended, is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duels and some Max C card or whatever. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Max C is apparently really good. Yeah, don't spoil your stuff to me. I will block you and be upset. But at this point, there's nothing, like, near related to spoil. And I would like to confirm there's a difference between spoiling and, like, extrapolating on, like, some of the Nier concepts. Because I'm always learning new stuff about Nier and, like, ways to... Like, you know, what's the word I'm looking for here? I'm trying to find bigger words than I really need, but like, just to comprehend elements of the story or things that were said, or like the, you know, the symbolism or like parallels that are drawn to the real world, stuff like that. Like, there's always room to be like, whoa, wait a minute, I never thought about it in that light. That ain't spoiling. If like there was a Nier Automata 2, which I hope to God there never will be, and someone's like, oh yeah, here's what happens. It's like, alright, you shit, thanks. Although to an extent, can you really... I don't know if you can spoil a Yoko Taro game in the same vein you can, like, spoil, like, media for video games or movies anyway. Because, like, most of Nier Automata, warning, quasi-spoilers, I guess, in 3, 2, 1, Nier spoilers. Like, whether you were spoiled about Nier Automata from Nier Replicant / Gestalt going into it or not, like, it doesn't change all that much about the overall enjoyment of that story. In fact, knowing it or not knowing it on one hand definitely can distort the overall perception you have as you play through the game. It's genius. It's actually genius. They use the medium in such a way that whether or not you play the prior games, like, it doesn't affect you. And you can draw your own, like, you know, assumption and story from it as a result. That's beautiful. In other Nier news, I heard there was like some guy on Twitter that was alleging that a Nier Automata anime was going to be made. At this point, it seems like that is just a bunch of, like, baloney. And I'm hoping it is, because, like, for the love of God, that is not something that needs an anime. Not because I think it would be bad, but I also think it would be bad. But I don't think, for the exact reasons I mentioned, you know, of using a video game media to tell a story, would translate well to an anime, or a live action, or any traditional piece of media. But in particular, anime, because you have to deal with anime fans, and I don't need to hear any anime fans talking about Nier. They're already very particular about their, you know, their waifus and their husbandos. I don't need any, like, corruption in the true story that is Nier. I'm pushes up glasses. That's right, I'm standing. I'm standing like an anime stand. It doesn't need it, is what I'm trying to say. Like, Nier does not need an anime. None of them do. Maybe, like, stories from the universe of, like, Nier and Dragon Guard. That would be cool. You could do that. You could, like, do some, like, what's the word? Cameos of, like, the game stuff. But, like, you don't need an anime for Nier. Don't do it. It's not... I don't think it's real. I think it was actually just, like, some dude farming for internet clout, because that's really important. Or, I guess it's just, like, likes and retweets on Twitter. I don't know. I'm not here to push numbers. Whoop. I'm here just to, like, beat the crap out of my mic and boom. Let's fix that. Alright, we're good. Alright. Hey, the run's going great. Where's Pichone? Has anyone seen Pichone? I don't see Pichone. Also, I should be trying to grab, like, Holy Bible or something to try and upgrade that. But let me get the Pichone. Pichone will be my new achievement unlocked for this run. Don't you touch Imelda. She needs a win, okay? Don't bully her. Alright, watch out for the line, fidget spinner. Get me another rune tracer. We got the ring already, so, like, we got projectiles out the Wawamba. That's good. Alright, I've tangented for, like, a good... I just looked at my recording. It said 13 minutes. It said 13 minutes. This says, like, 11-ish. I don't know why I continue to be, like, surprised that the game is lying to me about how long the runs are. Now and forever you lie. Oh, this is a wand upgrade. Give me that. Boom, boom. Gonna hydrate. Excuse me, that's not a wand upgrade. I was definitely expecting a holy wand. But spinach is good too. Both in the game and in real life. Like, legit, eat some spinach, guys. That's a high-quality, fibrous veggie. That is pretty damn good. Pretty damn good, alright? You know, it's life hack 101. It's like, oh, vegetables I can eat without having to worry about eating vegetables. Here, spinach, right? Ta-da, life hack. We'll be on that one channel's life hack YouTube videos where they do like the really, really stupid and obscure things for the sake of like, I don't know at this point. Like, it has to be self-aware. You know the ones I'm talking about. I forget the name of the channel, but they've got to be doing it on purpose. It's the one that has like the life hack of like, oh, you know, don't want to touch people's hands without getting, you know, your hands clean with sanitizer first? Well, here's an idea. Get 2 giant cardboard boxes and strap them to some overalls and fill them with hand sanitizer. Ta-da! You now have portable hand sanitizer. It's like, you mean like carrying around like a little fucking bottle you can get from Bath Body Works? You know? You know the people I'm talking about. And this is not a way to like attract hate towards them. Like, don't do that. Because it's very clearly a self-aware bit, and people want to watch it anyway, so that's like why you click on it. If they did actual life hacks or didn't, like, their viewership would just like explode. Like, you go there to be flabbergasted. And they're making those deliberately to be flabbergasting, right? Just no bully. It's all in good fun, right? You have a laugh, you go, that's wacky, and then you go about your life. That's how we treat the internet, right? We don't get, you know, outright upset or ridiculous over, you know, obscure and pointless things, right? Like a video game character getting nerfed. Nobody does that. Right? Or, you know, if we want to throw it back like maybe 10 to 12 years, like harassing a young girl because they made a song called Friday, and then you realize it's technically not Rebecca Black's fault because like some producers actually like let her go through with that and willingly, you know, produce this thing that resulted in her getting bullied a bunch, even though she was just a kid trying to have fun. There's like a deeper piece to all that, and this is like literally me stealing someone's tweet because like it's true. But I remember like in high school when that song was popular, people were just like me and my friend, like my friends included, and like myself, I'm like, this song sucks. This girl is dumb. Why would she do this? And it's like, yeah, trust me, there's a lot of things about my youth that I'm like never gonna be proud of, and if I can go back in time and smack the Christ of myself for being such a actual teenager, if we had to put it in words, I would. But it's like, you think about it. That song was greenlit, okayed, and again, I'm stealing this from a tweet that I saw on Twitter because it did numbers, and it's actually pretty good to think about. It's like some adults were behind this, and they okayed it, and rather than like any of the children our age at that time looking at the people who are like, wow, these guys really thought this was good, everyone legit just targeted the girl, and it's like, wow, we're a bunch of assholes because we didn't like a song. You know, that's me paraphrasing it. You can like Google a tweet on Twitter, you'll find it, and there's some thoughts to be had there. But yeah. And why am I talking about this? Was there a point? Hang on, I'm jogging my memory right now. Thanks to spinach. I don't know how I got on this topic. I guess I just wanted to throw my 2 cents in there and recognize I was a freaking tool of a child at the age of 15 through 18. Like 100%. Like just an actual dude. Now, am I still a dude? Yes, but like, am I like a teenager dude? No. No, I've learned a lot through my college years. I've had some good friends that have given me good life perspectives. I am forever grateful for that. I've also had some friends that have given me bad life perspectives, and you know, they're still my friends, but I don't have to agree with everything anyone says. Smile. Alright, we're collecting gems. What can I get? I can't upgrade any. I just need to get the wand, really. Knife? If I go knife, I would need to get something. And then I don't want any of these. Like, this basically locks me into a garlic build. This locks me into a whip build. And I don't like the knife. Okay, fine. Give me the HP regen. If I see garlic, I'll grab it. A lot of boogers spawning. It's gonna be okay. It's all gonna be okay. So this run doesn't really get hard until literally the last 30 seconds when they start choking you out. I couldn't find a better word for that, and I regret it already. But we have the multiple projectiles and the ray tracer. I forget the name of this thing, but we have this item. So it shouldn't be an issue. Give me the lightning ring. Game almost forced me into grabbing some garbage there. How dare they? Okay, kill that bat, because that's going to be an upgrade for us. Yoink. Yo, as soon as I'm done with this run, I'm going to friggin' bed. I took too long of a nap yesterday. I napped for like 4 hours, and then I went to bed stupid late and was exhausted this morning. It's crazy how that works out, right? Did I mention like the entirety of like, or not entirety, but most of last year, that was literally my sleep schedule. It was get off work, sleep for like 4 to 6 hours, be like, oh fuck, alright. I guess I'll stay up till 2 a.m. and then wake up at 5:30 and get ready for work. It's like, this is... I'm technically getting my sleep in through the day because I slept on my lunch break as well. But, you know, it's still pretty exhausted. I would not recommend. Now, if you actually, like, properly block out your time and sleep in, like, 4-hour chunks, I did that at one point early on in my early career when I started working at the same company I'm at now. And that wasn't that bad. Like, 4-hour chunks, it was pretty manageable. It's definitely a lifestyle choice that I don't recommend for everyone. And you might just be better getting a solid 6 to 7 hours of sleep consistent instead of in chunks. And I say that for like the 6-hour piece in particular, because yeah, you can get 6 hours straight, and for the most part you'll be okay. Yeah, probably gonna be a little tired, because 6 hours is technically non-rough by like, you know, the US government official department of how much hours of sleep you need to get in a day. That group, yeah, they exist probably. But like, could you imagine doing 3-hour chunks and saying, alright, that's all the sleep I need for a day? That's insane. That's insanity. That's barely like enough to get into the state. I don't know what the sleep state word is, but that's not enough. 4 hours, at least like you're hitting a stride. You're like, okay, my body's getting a rested state. That's good. At least that's how I see it. And, you know, do as I say, not as I do. If you do 4-hour chunk sleeps, that's fine. Live your life. What is like the bare minimum hours of sleep that you need to not feel horrible, but like passable? I think it's 5 hours. If I had to guess, I think it's 5 hours. That was about the number of hours of sleep I would get through the week when I was in college. For most nights, or not average, but like the daily amount I would get would be about 5 hours. And of course you squeeze in some extra sleep in the library until the staff yells at you that you can't sleep in the library because they have these horrible anti-homelessness policies. But also, I'm dressed like a student, so apparently, you know, it got enforced on me too. There's always a weird one in my college where it's like, you can't sleep in the library. It's like, oh, why? You know, it's public space. And it literally was for like an anti-homeless class, so like, homeless people didn't come in there and sleep. Which I guess I get to an extent, but again, I don't entirely agree because I'm sympathetic to homeless people. Everyone's situation is different. But that rule only applied to the library. It didn't apply anywhere outside of that on, you know, the campus. It didn't apply in the student union, which had literal fucking couches made for sleeping. There was no rule against it there, so it's like, what's the fucking point? Not only are you being an asshole, UNLV campus, but like, your rule only applies in this one area for whatever reason. And it's not like the library is in a convenient place to get to on campus. It's dead fucking center. Like, yeah, walk, you know, 0.7 miles in there and take a nap, compared to all the other buildings that were more easily accessible from any street. I recently actually, calculated out. I was talking to my friend about this, and how I mentioned, like, yeah, we weren't in shape per se, but we definitely got a good bit of exercise just from the pure amount of walking we did. Me in particular, because I did free parking, which was conveniently placed like 0.8 miles away from like almost anything on UNLV's campus. And I used the free parking because, again, I was fucking poor. And or cheap. Like, you tell me. I don't know. It's $60 to park your car for 3 months, allegedly, and even then, you have to wake up pretty fucking early to get a decent spot, otherwise you end up parking at the parking lots that are, like, way past the Thomas and Mack Center, that are further away than the free fucking parking, so it's like, alright, do I pay money to potentially have to walk far as fuck anyway, or do I just go to school early, which was the only downside of having no parking passes. You have to get to campus early so you can get one of the fucking 15 free parking spaces. This is an exaggeration. It was more like... it was more like 70-ish. And they further reduced it, as I've been told, as of late. You know. Hey, I'm at least not spending money. Like, I could barely afford to put gas in my car anyway. How did I get out of this change it? I don't know. I was talking about sleep and then it pivoted into my school's library. Whatever. It's a rambling bitch. You know what you come to expect when you're here. I remember vividly as well, like, the library staff, they were complete assholes to me and my friends. For, at some points, justifiable reasons. So at that point, they're being assholes because we were being rowdy and rambunctious in a place that's meant for studying, which, again, spoilers, A lot of people that went to the library weren't there to study. If you wanted to study, you went to any of the other buildings that were available, or any other computer labs, or just anything. So, again, fuck you, UNLV, in that particular policy. Like, yeah, oh, okay, so me and my friends had this very particular place in the library, pretty much reserved off because it's a first come, first serve, and we were always serving our seats, let me tell you. And yeah, so what? We played League of Legends on the computers in college. Who cares? Everyone else was playing games too, and the people that were studying, you know, they were actually studying. But the people that really wanted to study, you don't go to the library. I know that sounds ridiculous, but you don't go to the UNLV library to study. You go anywhere else that has computers. Because it's quiet, you get some privacy. There are private study rooms also in the library that you can rent and reserve if you truly fucking care. But no. Apparently me and my friends were too rowdy and rambunctious sometimes when we were playing League, and we got in trouble for it. They didn't kick us out, because like, we're paying for this shit, so fuck you. But, there was also many times where we were actually studying in the library, and I know, very paradoxical, and we heard the rowdy noises all around us. There were some rowdy individuals all throughout the library when we were studying, and guess what? The fucking security staff would come up to us, books out, and they're like, hey, you kids need to quiet down. And it's like, fucking excuse me? Quiet, well, we're studying. You mean the assholes that you can clearly hear over the fucking ledge of this wall here that are being loud? Fuck you. Fuck you. There was nothing to do about it, though, because it was the staff, and that's just how it was. Until, and now we're getting into some more, like, memories from my college days. Until we actually had, Riot Games, and they worked with my club in, at UNLV a lot. Like, we were cool with Riot. Sunglasses and all. Not me, but, like, two of my friends that ran the club in particular, as far as leadership, actually, like, 3 of them, they were sponsored and featured in a Riot students sort of like collegiate video. So they were like, you know, riding the escalators up and down a few times, and they were like, you know, posing and stuff and doing scenes for the shot. And the library staff actually approached my 2 friends and the Riot team members that had their camera equipment and complained about it. And I forget the name of the lady who was there, but she was great. Like, she was like, I'm not having any of this bullshit. And she went straight to the staff and explained, like, the fucking, like, staff of, like, UNLV. It's like, this fucker right here. We have a license to be here or whatever. We have a permit. We have an authorized event that we're doing here, part of this big fucking company. And fucking shut those staff members up. I loved it. We didn't get any more shit after that, by the way. That was the end of that. Like, after that, even though it was like the last year and a half of my time in college, never once did we get another complaint. Never once. Suck my whole dick, UNLV. This video's not for kids, by the way. Tangent. I have passionate topics. Oh, man. Yeah, fuck the staff. Fuck the staff. I know they're just doing their job, but fuck them. I paid for this. I didn't pay, you know, thousands of dollars just to be berated or, like, you know, get yelled at because I'm fucking tired. Been on campus for 15 hours straight, and you're like, you can't sleep here, kid. It's like, what do you mean, kid? I've been here for 4 years. 25. Piss off. I don't think I was in school when I was 25. No, I wasn't. I'm 22. At least at the end. More bracer, please. So anyway, yeah, UNLV was great. I had a good time there. Mostly because I met friends and people, not the staff. Or the classes in particular. Save for, like, maybe 2 classes. The college was great. I mean, it's true. I will say this, like, you know, college is great, save for, like, you know, having to potentially go into an excessive amount of debt and or not get into your specific program if it's like a limited program, because that's a good idea, right? Hey there, bucko. You want to become a doctor or a nursing major? Well, okay, take these preliminary courses. It's going to take you 2 years, and now that you've taken them, I sure hope you fucking get in. Limited number of slots. If you don't, hey, try again next year. Just put your life on hold. Okay. Do I get a refund? No. In fact, you're going to pay more. You're going to pay some more. Yeah. I have a lot of gripes about American education, but it really was the friends we made along the way. It doesn't sound as cheesy as possible, but it's also the goddamn truth. Good times. Good times. And here I am, boomer at 28, reliving my memories. I don't really have a problem with being 28, by the way. I think I've said it before. My problem isn't, like, getting older, because I really don't care. It's just getting older and not being at a place in my life that I want, which I understand, like, especially for the millennial generation, and also for, like, what is it, Gen Z or Zoomer? I don't know what the right word is, but, like, for the various generations post-boomer, pretty much, finding success can be difficult, especially if you weren't spoon-fed because your fucking parents or great-grandparents or whatever, or, you know, actually it was parents, not great-grandparents, because your parents served in, you know, World War II, and then you basically just get to ride on the coattails of that. I won't lay it too hard on that, because not all boomers are created equal, but you know what I'm saying there. But what I'm overall saying is, like, as I approach 30, like in 2 years, technically, I really don't care, because one, I do have youthful looks. I'm quite grateful for that. Definitely need to change eating habits and exercise habits if I want to keep the youthful looks, because, like, I don't think it's going to hold up much longer. But I still get carded whenever I go out for, like, a drink or if I buy alcohol, for instance. So in that vein is a compliment. But it's not really about appearance when it comes to my age. It's just about, you know, where am I at in life? If I'm still living at home when I'm 30, again, not the end of the world, because a lot of us are in that scenario. It's just for me, I do feel like I'm a little bit of a failure, you know? Like, I didn't bust my ass in college just so I can continue to live at home. Which is great, by the way, because, like, my expenses are definitely lower, but I am still covering a lot of the bills these days just because the financial struggles will never disappear until I hit a certain salary figure, which I won't be doing, ideally, in the next 10 years, it sounds like. That's all. You know, if I have a point to this weird tangent that I'm also on now, there's nothing wrong with getting older. There's truly nothing wrong living at home in your late 20s and even your early 30s, I feel. It's like, it's kind of the hand some of the generations have been dealt. And unless you're widely successful because you had a very specific career path or you got lucky, and not lucky in a sense of education, but like you literally won the lottery or like, oh, I found a crypto wallet that had 100 Bitcoin from 2010 and now unloaded. Like, you know, lucky, right? If we are financially successful. Or you're a Twitch streamer. Not a Twitch streamer, but like the 0.1%, you know what I'm talking about. It's like, yeah, I get it. And you really shouldn't feel too much shame about it. I do feel personal shame just because it's me. But, you know. Another do as I say, not as I do. You should feel great. I'm going to feel like shit. I hopefully didn't bang the microphone and it made a loud static noise, because if it did, I will edit that out. Apologies if it did. Where are we at? 31 minutes? Mental note. Check the video at 31 minutes to see if I bumped a wire. Which ideally, we're probably going to be done here in allegedly 6 minutes. So maybe like 10 more. And it's been non-stop banter bangers all this week, really. All this week. I feel like I've been on point with the conversation topics. Feels good. I'm proud of that. I was gonna say, I want to make some more money. There it is. Give me that. All right. Yeah, let's use these, whoa. Let's speak English first. Let's use these last few minutes we have in the run to collect a bunch of coins, some bags of money, some sponduli even. There we go. I didn't talk about my day today about, like, work. Also, my hair is driving me nuts and it's gonna get me killed here. Today was another busy day. Like, god damn it, I am too nice. And this isn't me stroking my own ego as well, either. I genuinely think I'm too nice of a person. If I haven't told you the 50 nug story, I don't want to tell it now. And if my friends are watching this, don't fucking message me later about the 50 nug story. It's really an old bit and I don't care. But I definitely consider myself to be a person that's too nice. Because I literally was doing some work today. And it was like literally, I had 30 minutes left in my day. I'm like, okay. Is there anything else I could do that makes me feel like I've accomplished more? I'm like, okay, here's one item that I need to address. I'll just call the person, because it seems like it's a confusing scenario. When you call and speak to someone, believe me, it tends to clear a lot more confusion instead of typing out a novel of, you know, email text and being like, here's what's going on. And you know what? I call this person, and we resolved it. We resolved all of it over the course of an hour and 6-minute call. I wasn't expecting to work overtime today, but that's just where it is. Alright, hold the bits. I'm getting strangled again! No. No, I'm getting my excited and hyper YouTube voice on because I'm stressed out. Okay. Who is this anyway? It's not Nosferatu. Okay, okay. Like, if the boss touches you, I feel like it's an instant kill. I don't know because I've never been in that scenario. Oh, the skulls! Okay, sorry. We're peeking the mic there. That's not the intent. I'm very concerned, though. Very concerned. We need to walk with Pichone, or not Pichone here. We need to walk with Ebony. Walk with the Ebony. Ebony, walk this way. I am going to die. I'm going to die. And this is just really sad because Imelda's never going to get her friggin' win. Okay, we're good, we're good. Yo, please, give me a level. Give me a friggin' level. Give me a level. Give me a level. Alright, we picked up the stone mask. I don't get floor chicken right now. Level, please. Level, please. Level, please. Okay, we're like a mile off from the level. I think we're good. We survived the hard part. Oh, thank fucking God. The HP regen is kicking in. The evolved garlic is also kicking in. Stressful, stressful. We're good now. I said I wanted more money, and like the Midas touch is going to be my goddamn downfall. Give me the hat. Alright. Ooh, hey. Excuse me, Dusa. Let me just thank you. Alright. That was stressful. Remember I said it's the last 30 seconds? It's also the minute 25 mark that gets a little spicy. There we go. Top me off, and we're good. We're fine. Everything's fine. Nobody panic. I definitely was peeking my mic there because I got too excited. I said it before. I was to take a big gulp of air and just give me a second. This existing can cause me to heave in a bunch of air and completely choke myself. Alright, I'm good. I'm gonna have hiccups or something. What was I trying to say? Oh yeah, like the amped up elements you see in these recordings is me or Zapperzen or Tim or whatever you want to call me, it really doesn't matter. Like an element of it is amped up for the sake of being a video, but like I'm in my personal life, I can be a pretty excitable person, or like just a completely monotone introvert. Like it really just depends on the mood. But you can ask my friends. Like it's most apparent when we play League, because like if we're having fun playing League, I'm like woohoo, yeah, wacky noises, yeah. And when it's like a standard scenario playing League, which is most of the time, it's like this. There's not a lot of happy tones going on, and it's also just, you know, you question your sanity of like, why am I playing this fucking game again? I hate this game. I hate this game. Yes, I'll play more. I don't know what's good for me. Alright. I'm losing track of myself here because there's like a billion deuces on my screen. Okay, so also minute 27 and a half is also pretty dicey, apparently. We're really just like walking with the ebony wings here. Make a path. Like this is a bit spicy right now. Garlic is helping out a great deal. And the ebony wings is the only reason why we can walk anywhere. Oh, itchy arm, itchy arm. Ooh. Yeah, please kill the boss. That'll be a big lifesaver. The meatballs just went on the right, so that'll help out as well. Yeah, it's a mixture of meatballs and the ebony wings that's clearing it out here. 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Hold strong, hold strong. It's my first triple. I only made a luck build. There's an achievement for getting 5,000 gold in one run. We're at 2672. I don't think we're gonna... Oh, 23 or 3144. Hold up. It might be doable. We are gonna need this box right here. If the Medusa heads would let me get closer. Okay, we're getting choked out again. Fine. And Ebony Wing is shooting at the friggin' ground. No! No! Ah! Got really lightheaded from doing that as well. Hey, thanks for watching. I suck. I've unlocked Clarice. This game is funny. I like this game. God damn it. God damn it. Give me this. I don't care. I don't care. Alright. Slightly shorter one, but hey, that's good. It's good for all of us. I'm going to check that the video didn't spike, and if it did, alright, we'll get this up probably at midnight because of the rendering time. Enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, etc., whenever it is for you, and I will see you all whenever for the next one. Take it easy, everybody.